We'll go related to top news, see what's on the news. Israel expands ground invasion, PM says. Boss. It's a little blurry here. Christmas blizzard blasted the planes, creates tough travel. You have delays and stuff like that too at the airports and stuff. So you have information relating to Turkey, the PKK, which is the Kurdish group, separatist group. They're doing strikes, airstrikes, Turkey against these groups, Kurdish groups. So that's a first post report. Zelensky says Ukraine will continue to repel Russia invasion. Israeli airstrikes in Syria deleted one of the top Iranian generals, man. Here we go. Israeli airstrikes on refugee camp in Gaza, dozens. CBS. So the airstrikes are continuing, war is continuing. Hearing the wars and rumors of wars is continuing. Gossip of it and seeing actual wars, man. Trump asks for immunity in election interference case. Serbian police block opposition supporters trying to enter the city. Council building in Belgrade. So you see it, civil unrest on the people. And they're not regarded kings and princes. And you have me say. Various reports here. The shooting in Colorado Springs Mall leaves one dead, 2 injured. There was another shooting in Ocala, Florida too, but the malls too as well, but let me see. So you see various reports. Let me see what we got here. What other stuff? Yemen's Houthis giving a stern warning to U.S. forces operating in the Red Sea. Report there. Not gonna play the whole thing, just playing parts of it. You had an attack also in the Indian Ocean the other day. Finish this up a little bit. So they giving warning to ships that go in and relate to that area. And as far as, you know, supplies and different things, they had to reroute because of related to the safety and security, because you know, ships being attacked. So supplies and goods that had to go, they had to figure out other routes to go. These companies where it'd be safer so they can deliver their, you know, what needs to be delivered respectfully to areas they need to go to. So they have to reroute, which means time and money, and money is time, man. Because of the these attacks, man, by these groups, for example, the Houthis, and just overall what's going on in that area, man. You know. See what else is on the news. Scripture talks about, notice in the last days perilous times shall come, man. So we in perilous times, man. You having more, there's a report related to Meghan Markle being part of that related to the Epstein. You know what I mean? So there's other ones related to James Comey's daughter. She's a prosecutor related to the Epstein case. So that's being brought up. So we have lots going on, man. These pagan holidays related to Christmas, you know. Deadly strike hits refugee camp in Gaza. Deleting around 70. Report. Basically regular news. So you're having some holiday delays related to airports. We here in Florida as well, across the country. A lot of it's due to the weather. Second Ezra 8:50 talks about, for many great misery shall happen in the latter times because they walk great in pride. So miseries, what happened? Second Ezra 8:50. Because of pride and arrogance, the people shall suffer in the last days, man. They're going to suffer because of their pride and arrogance. Because of their pride and arrogance, much suffering is going to come upon them, man. You know what I mean? That's what that scripture goes into, man. Because of the pride and arrogance, the Lord is beginning to visit the earth which He has made, man. So part of that is these various things, the signs, the wonders, perplexity, distresses of the nations, the scripture says. So you see the perplexity, distresses, the horrors and different things that's going to happen, man. And that word distresses goes to pretty much, we get it, definition. It goes to pain and suffering, man. So distressing of the nations, pain, suffering, agony, ache. That's part of that, part of those miseries, part of those calamities. Extreme anxiety, sorrow, and pain. So it's not going to be a good time, man. You know what I mean? Causes some anxiety, sorrow, and pain, for example. Cause anguish too. So the Lord is sending judgment. Think not that I come to send peace on earth, but a sword. Think not I come to send peace, but rather division. So the Lord is setting a certain vibration on earth because of what? The pride and arrogance, man. That's why you see all these things happen all over the world. War, pestilence. 28, Jeremiah 28. The prophets prophesied of old great kingdoms of war, evils, and pestilence. Shalom. So they prophesied of war, evils, which goes to terrible, terrible times. You see that, man. War, look what's going on overseas, man. That's war, man. That's part of that evil, man. Evils, which goes to a variety of different things, man. You know, goes to death, even destruction, man. Pestilence, which goes to plagues, man. So that's what the prophets prophesied relating to these things. You're seeing an example of that. Wars, pestilence goes to Moran, Murrain. Let's get that word, which means plagues, man. Moran definition: infectious disease, especially babiosis, affecting cattle or other animals. An infectious disease, other animals. Humans are animal, man. So it's affecting not just cattle, animals, and different things, man. A plague, epidemic. Something we had a couple years ago is an example of that, man. So those plagues are going to be sent. Now you see it infectious. We see it also increase related to certain cases too, as well. Even new variations to certain things as well. So that's part of that. That's part of that. That's part of that disease, man. You know. So Moran relates to infectious disease. In a matter of speaking, it's plagues and disease, man. You see in cases of different things happening. Increase in India, for example, here in the U.S. So these are things that that you're seeing, man. And that goes to pestilence, plague, especially affecting domestic animals, cattle, different things. But in this case, human beings, man, because human beings are animals as well, man. And sometimes the deadliest of animals on earth. Man, they said man is the most dangerous animal on earth. It is, man. It is the most dangerous animal because it's killing, destroying the environment, man. They're the ambassadors and representatives of this earth, man. You know what I mean? But they've been doing a bad job. Look at the earth. The earth is mourning. Scripture talks about when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, people mourn. So why are people mourning? Because man's in charge, an evil man, men in charge, as a collective they're in charge, man. They destroy the earth, they destroy the air, they destroy the food, they destroy everything they touch, man. You know what I mean? They're in the position of power, though. You know what I mean? That's why people are mourning, man. Because the earth is in a very unhealthy state, man. That was Proverbs 29:2, man. So, as that scripture says, let's get it. Jeremiah 28, since I quoted it. 28:8, let's get it. We'll get it from the NIV, see what it says. Jeremiah, I believe 28:8. Here we go. From the early times, the prophets who preceded you and me have prophesied war, disaster, and plagues. Disaster could go to evils, man. Calamities, atrocities, that goes to evils. Against many countries and great kingdoms. So this is a great kingdom against country. These prophets prophesied of what's to come. Prophecy goes to seers to say before these things will come to pass, man. But the prophet who prophesies peace will be recognized as one truly sent by the Lord only if he predictions come true. The prophets are not going to prophesy of peace, man. Scripture talks about, think not that I come to send peace, but a sword. Think not that I come to send peace, but rather division. You know, so the Lord's not sending peace, man. And the prophets that are prophesizing peace and nothing's going to happen, that's a false prophet, man. Because the real prophets are going to prophesize relating to war, disaster, and plagues, which goes to Moran, man. Related to the judgments that the Lord's going to do. That's the real prophets, man. So a false prophet, the scripture talks about the deceiver deceived are his, man. So the deceiver, the one who's deceived, the false prophet is going to deceive the populace to believe everything is good. But that false prophet is also controlled by Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man, because that balance of it is a good prophet, a bad prophet. A bad prophet will be a false prophet. A good prophet is a true prophet, man. It's going to prophesize what as is stated, man. So pestilent disasters and evils are going to come, man. You know what I mean? Because the prophet is going to prophesize peace. The Lord put in his spirit to say that he's going to prophesize peace, even though to deceive the people, man, because both sides are controlled by Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. The false prophets controlled by Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The true prophets controlled by Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's balance, the good and evil. I created light, I created dark, I created peace, I created evil, man. If you understand the balance of the Lord, he controls both sides, man. He is that balance of that side. So anyway, go back to that scripture, because a true prophet is going to prophesize relating to prophesize a war, disaster, and plagues. That's what the prophets prophesied, man. They didn't prophesize of good times, man. So you're seeing that. You see that war. You see the disasters. You see in plagues, man. You see different things happen on earth. That was Jeremiah 28:8, man. There was something in France where a plane was delayed. It was going to India related to HT. That means human, you can figure out the rest. So that was delayed there because it was going for India. You know what I mean? The plane was going to India. I was a report earlier. I see it as well, man. So a lot of things are going on all over, man. You see in these J1, JN cases increasing. That goes to plagues, man. That's a plague. That's an infectious plague or disease, man. You see an increase on that, man. Cases too starting to creep up and quietly increase, man. Scripture talks about related to if the fire would be on earth, it would already be kindled, man. I said let me get it real quick. Get it from the NIV, see what it says. Have I come to bring fire on the earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. So that could be actual fire, and the vibration related to spiritual, the fire, the tensions, the vibration overall was being set upon earth. Division, the sword, disaster, strife, contention, it's not really touching here in the United States here yet, man. This ain't even really over here like that. But other countries are experiencing different things, man. The worst is going to come over here, man. Eventually it will come here, where it's going to be obvious and it's going to be evident, man. You know, because right now it's not over here. You still can operate, maneuver, and do different things. You know what I mean? That's why Scripture talks about when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction going to come, man. Because everybody's in a safety and security mode, man. And really, that's how the Lord really wants it. He wants to catch these people pretty much when they're in a certain zone, when they're under the zone of bread and circus, related to distractional things, when he under the zone of the ways of the world, man. You know what I mean? That's why they, in the days of Noah, they giving the marriage, drinking, partying, giving it to marriage. They do the normal things of society, not aware that certain things are going to happen, man. You know what I mean? So that's how the Lord wants it. The Lord said, "I'll be like a thief in the night," man. So He's going to catch these guys. A thief is not going to tell you, "I'm going to rob your house at 3 o'clock." A thief is going to just come unexpectedly to do whatever he do, but he ain't gonna give you warning. So the Lord is not gonna give you, well, he'll give you warning through the prophets, but he knows the majority of people are not gonna take heed to the warning. So they're gonna be caught suddenly, unexpectedly off guard, man, when related to judgment happens, man. And that's what's gonna happen, man. Because the God of this world has blinded the minds of the hearts in the minds of these people, man. So they're not going to see this, man, and they're not going to see it coming, man. Scripture talks about related to the prophets. A prophet's not respected among his own kind, his own kin, his own kind, his own country, man, a matter of speaking. So they're gonna look at it as like a joke, man. They're not gonna take it seriously until something actually happens where it has to take notice collectively. What that means is where the people have to notice it on a collective level, man. And they're not going to, you know what I mean? Other than that, they're not going to believe it, man. You know what I mean? Pretty much they need to see it to believe it, man, in a matter of speaking, man. Otherwise, they're not going to believe it. Words that come from a book in the Bible are not going to make these people believe, man. And we're not, you know, the prophets are not there to make them believe. They're not there to make them to believe. They just give them a warning. I give you a message. You know what I mean? This was going to happen, boom, 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 boom. That's it. Whatever happens after that, that's on them, man. But the message has been given to them, man. That's it. You know what I mean? They know. Whether they take heed to it, that's on them. That's their individual responsibility. But the point is, like the scripture says, they're going to be caught off guard, man. They're going to be caught off guard. This was related to reports, Shalak for the Rambling, various reports on different things. So I hope this helps in some way, whoever listens. Give all praise, Yahweh Shabbat 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 Kakadash Zayah Wolf Shalom.